we want to get this blend here looking very neat and being very close to the mesh, but the blend has to come after these surfaces 1 and 2, which are the parent surfaces. And as you can see, I've used a cross-section editor to find out what's happening all the way along this surface, and also I use a comb along here to show me what's happening to the surface. Okay, now I've changed this surface to degree 5 so it matches the surface here, and that gives you a smoother flow in your hull around the blend eventually. Okay, there's a little bit of tidying up to be done along there. Now okay, let's do some evaluation. I'm not going to work to 1, I'm going to work to 0.5, and let's just have a look at what's going on there. And you can see that we're all looking good at 0.5 mesh tolerance. Okay, there's a little detail to sort out there, but generally speaking we're looking good. Okay, next thing I want to do is take off the deviation map and put on the zebras with some transparency, and you'll see that this surface matches the zebra stripes on the STL mesh, and okay, there's a little bit of fine tweaking to do here, but generally it's very close. When you get it matching like that, it's within 0.25 of a millimeter, and the same along here. It matches the zebra stripe on the .stl mesh. Okay, now let's show you a few things that helped me when I was modeling it, and will help you. So it's very important to get these edges on the parent surfaces straight. I'm just going to pick that surface there, and I'm going to hit I on my keyboard, which is invisible. Okay, and I planarized those. So Planerize Hull tool, here it is, and what you do is you put a point of interest there, you turn it like that so that it's in view like it's in one straight line, and you click it. Okay, and you can go over to your controls over here, and I'm going to have to move that, and you pick this one and you can swing it around. Okay, next thing to do is put a comb on this edge and this edge. Make sure that they're not skew if when you view them like that or like that, and that they have the same character. You see, the same amount of, you know, this is fairly flat here and then it accelerates in there, and you want it to be doing the same around there, otherwise your blend is just not going to work. The hull on the blend is just going to be an absolute mess. Okay, so we'll put the push V on the keyboard, which will bring back that, and happens to be HY on my keyboard, which will delete it. Alright, now something I need to show you is that you can use extend, and you get the parent surface, always the parent surface, you're not modeling the blend, and you can move the parent surface around to affect the blend. It must be over this part of the mesh here. You know, it's no good having it over there. It's got to be just over the mesh here. Okay, so that you can see the deviation map there, and of course you can move that side equally. Okay, let's turn it off. Let's put the deviation map on. Okay, and you can see I've lost my mesh tolerance there, which is 0.5 I'm working to. So I'm going to take extend again, and I'm going to get this parent surface here, the draft surface, and with this it has to be white, this middle arrow, and you can move that around to reduce there. Okay, and I'm going to do a little bit with this one. Okay, in the last little bit you can do by moving a CV or two. So there you are, there's some tips on how to get closer to the mesh. There, we'll do a final check with our deviation map. See, it's still set to 0.5 millimeter. And it's fine. Few areas that need tweaking. When you go back to 1 millimeter, you'll see that it looks much better. Okay, so I hope that helps you to get closer to the mesh. And just before I go, I just want to point out that to put these cross sections on, you have to go down here, get this tool here, cross section editor, and that opens up this, and then these ones are in along the x-axis, these cross sections. So I would, for those, I'd click on there, and that opens up this control, and then these are the samples here, so I can change how many samples I have, and they're 100 apart. I could change that to 25, for example. If I go to the back of the car, I'm going to pick a surface. Okay, and I want to be on the y-axis, and you'll see there that I have every 25, and if I change it to 50, you see I get less samples. Now the best way to tidy up this is to kill the direct history and use the Planerize Hull tool. If you've got little tiny movements you want to make with CDs, you can use the slide CV tool. So you come over here, you get xfrmcv, and you pick CV, pick slide, and you want a sensitivity of about 18, something like that will do, and you click it there, and you can slide those CVs around to tidy up your hull. Okay, and check for curvature when you're finished. Okay, I hope that you found that helpful. Thank you.